47, sir.
48 hurt. 48 hurt.
Kicking shit, Bruce Wayne, 2 chains, feeling like titty, but
The STEM Society.
Beat ranking, really run the city, but
Hold on, man, bring that shit back there. What the fuck I said? Let go. Kicking shit, Bruce Wayne, 2 chains, feeling like titty, but a little fame, lot of change, beat ranking, really run the city, but New Year, switch gear, top tier, big speaker, intercom, little booty, slim waist, big titties, eat that pussy, bubble gum. My brother got another drum, that shit look like another arm.
The STEM Society.
Welcome back to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson. Episode 34. We're back. We made it another episode. I am super appreciative of everybody coming back and joining the show. Man, I hope you've had a great week. This week has been pretty good. I hope you guys have enjoyed what has been going on in music here recently. Everybody beefing still. Niggas is still talking shit. It's interesting. I'm not covering this song, but the Bia and Cardi B shit is kind of funny. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I kind of feel like Bia can hang. I feel like Bia can get with her. I feel like if Bia throws something else out there, it might be a good back and forth. Y'all might not feel the same way, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think Bia can hang. So it's interesting. It's fun. And I know Cardi she's probably not going to pay attention to that girl, but Bia can rap when she wants to. When Bia gets that fire lit up under her, she can rap. So if she drops a diss song back, I think it's going to be really good. I love it when the women going to get petty and nasty. They're going to be treated, Cardi trying to treat her like Caitlin Clark out here in these streets. All right, I'm done, man. Let's, before before I get into the show, I got lost in this Cardi B shit. Before I get into the show, I did put something on the community page for you guys to ask me music questions. It could be about albums. It could be about what my favorite album is, or what's happening in music news, or just different things, man. It's on the community page. I posted that on Saturday. So put your question in the comments, or if you want to give me a music question for next episode, put it in the comments of this show. I just want to engage with you guys a little bit more and kind of see what's the temperature out there with you. I want to be tapped in with everybody who watches the show. I think it's fire to be able to be a part of that. And I have some other things cooking up. I tried to do spaces. Y'all niggas didn't want to do spaces with me, so I'm going to try to figure out another way for us to be able to connect, because I want to be able to connect with everybody who's a part of the society and everybody who subscribed to the channel. So be on the lookout for some more announcements. I do have a major announcement coming up in the next few weeks. Be alert and be ready. Set your notifications, because it's going to be a huge announcement coming.
New releases.
This week I have 3 songs. It really wasn't an album heavy weekend. It wasn't any albums that I wanted to listen to. It was one, but I'll talk about that after I get finished going over these singles that dropped. So let's start off with the most obvious one I wanted to get listen to. Roddy Ricch dropped a new song called Survivor's Remorse. I really enjoyed the song. He got into it really quickly. Like, he got to the shit fast. He gets into the child support battle he's been having publicly with his baby mama. He talked about his fall off, or people talking about how he fell off. He's talking about a lean addiction that he had. He talks about how he's very antisocial and he couldn't put up with a lot of stuff that came with fame. He also talked about losing some friends when the fame came as well. Very introspective, he's taking the angle of, here I am right now. This is what's going on in my life. And I think that's good for one song. A lot of rappers now are taking this take a look at my life angle to their, or approach to their albums. Like Rhapsody, Vince Staples, probably some of the most recent rappers that's done that. And I think that's cool. I don't want to hold, like, maybe the season of doing this shit is a little bit off. Like, I don't want a summer of depression and sad music and, hey guys, like, at one point in time it was this, but I'm good now. Like, the therapy rappers getting therapy and putting into the music, like I get it. I understand that a lot of you guys are taking advantage of that. Thanks, Charlamagne. I appreciate that. But I don't want a full Roddy Ricch album that's this. Again, the song is fire. I think he did a great job with it. I don't want to hear a whole album of Roddy Ricch doing this shit. And I don't mean to call it shit like that. That's just how I talk. I don't want a full album like that. I just don't. I like, why can't y'all wait until the fall or winter time to drop this shit where it's depressing already? I don't want to feel like that in the summertime. And again, I'm not trying to go against people, and I'm not trying to tell people what to do with their art. And I feel like maybe, this is the right time for them. But as a consumer, that doesn't make me want to buy music. That doesn't make me want to have fun throughout the summertime and keep me motivated. The summer is supposed to be about fun and actually listening to some really good, like, get me out in public and get me outside type shit. And it just feels like everybody wants to put out this, hey guys, this is what I'm going through right now, and I wish you guys would, like, just notice me and all that other shit, man. Like, I don't want to take away from what this man's trying to do, because I think we ask artists to do this on a regular basis, but I will not listen to a whole album of this from Roddy Ricch. And again, I think he's just addressing this because a lot of people did count him out. I think a lot of people threw him under the bus and threw him to the streets and said he wasn't no good anymore. But a lot of y'all didn't listen to Feed the Streets 3 like I did. Feed the Streets 3 was actually really good. Y'all really wrote him off and didn't give him another chance after that second album. And I think that's a bunch of bullshit. So I understand why he's coming out with a record like this, but I'm not listening to a whole album of this. I'm done with that shit, bro. Like, I don't want to feel bad listening to music. And I know I can always just turn it off and not go towards that route or whatever the case may be, but like let me go back to the Vince Staples album that just dropped. Like, I'm still trying to listen to that, but I feel like I have to be in a certain mood to listen to what Vince is saying. And I know a lot of the shit that Vince is saying in that album is important, but I'm just not in that mode, or I'm not feeling that right now. Like, I want to be a little bit more happy when I listen to music. I want to feel a little bit more energized, and some of the shit that some of these people are putting on their albums, it ain't doing it for me. Just saying. Turbo produced this track, which I think he did an excellent job. I think that the production is great. I think it's very tight, sounds really good. So shouts out to Turbo for that, but I'm not going to return to the song because I just don't want to feel bad. Like, I'm tired of listening to hip hop and feeling bad. And I know it's a lot of other shit out here I could be listening to, but some of my favorite artists are just not putting out the type of music I want to. And maybe we're in different points of how we're listening to music, or how they want to put it out and how I want to listen to it. Like, artists, if you want to put stuff like this out as far as like how you're feeling and where's life leading you and so on and so forth, do that shit in the fucking fall and winter. Summertime is for us to fucking get outside, have fun, and enjoy our friends, go to festivals and concerts and enjoy life. I just wish I would have just moved that shit to fall and winter, man. That's all I'm saying. I do want to make sure that people give Roddy Ricch another chance. Take time out to listen to the song. I hope he drops an album this year, and I hope it's like really great, but I just can't listen to another one of these. I can't listen to a whole full project like that. So it might be for you, might not be. I'm not going to return to it. So Lucki dropped a 2-pack. He dropped Two-Face Part 2, a 2-pack. I wanted to give Lucki another chance after I got so disappointed by Sex Money Drugs. It was very overhyped when it came out. I really wanted to like that album, and I completely hated it. Social media went crazy per normal and was just like, man, this is one of the best albums of the year. I beg to differ, but that's another story for another day. I think Lucki is one of those artists that's like Playboy Cardi, like he can do no wrong or he can put out whatever he wants to, and people just like, man, that shit is great. And it's just like, nah, y'all really, really be pushing this dude a little bit too hard. Pause if I have to, but Lucki with this 2-pack, man, it just wasn't hitting for me. The first song on there was called Heavy on My Heart, where it's a song about him and this woman going back and forth. She's on some BS, and he gets into the song, starts the song out actually really good. The beat actually hypnotized me. This was produced by Coop. Shout out to Coop. I think he did a pretty decent job with just taking a Johnny Taylor sample and looping it. Like he looped it to where I was hypnotized enough to listen to it. But once we get halfway in and going towards the end of the song, this nigga don't finish the song. He don't finish the song. He goes into like this really heavy mumble, like he didn't want to, like he wrote the song and didn't like the second half and just started mumbling through the rest of it and said, fuck it. And I got pissed off. I'm like, you're going somewhere with this, and then you just lost me. And you really kind of just ruined the song by doing that. I don't know if he's perked out. I don't know if he's one of those rappers, but if you are, brother, we'll get you some help. I hope he's not, but he don't finish songs. The second song on there, what is it called? Let me make sure I got it. The second song is called Courtesy Of. That song's a mess. A whole fucking mess. I don't know what he wants to do. Like, he, again, starts the song off pretty strong with the raps, and then halfway through, that nigga falls off and starts fumbling and mumbling about different shit that I have no idea. And again, maybe this is not for my ears. Maybe it's not. And I'm trying. The thing is with me, man, I'm willing to give artists more than one chance when it comes to listening to their music, because I think there's some hype behind them for a reason. I understand the hype behind Playboy Cardi. If you listen to Die Lit, that nigga is fire. His Playboy Cardi's self-titled album was fire. This new Playboy Cardi that niggas keep hyping up, I have no idea where these niggas are coming from, because this nigga I think he's hustling us. But I'm willing to give artists multiple chances, because maybe that first time was just something that wasn't their best work, or maybe they just couldn't put the album together, didn't have a good enough team to make sure the album worked. This nigga Lucki, bruh, he just don't want to finish any of his songs. It just disappointed me out of anything else, because I just felt like maybe Sex Money Drugs was like a fluke. Why I didn't like it. And I was like, maybe this nigga's probably improved and came back even better. Nope, this shit is a mess too. I cannot fuck with this shit. So with that being said, I'm not gonna return to this 2-pack. If he drops an album this year, y'all can have it, because I'm not fucking with it. Finally, had to do this. I had to do it. Eminem dropped his newest single called Houdini. Let me get this out of the way right now. I don't like this song. Don't like it. Now, I'm here because I wanted to count metaphors, and I wanted to count entendres. There's several in here. Let me tell you a story, kids. I was one of those people that were actually able to grow up listening to Eminem and listen to the music when he first started. And I was like, oh man, this dude is just completely like different. He's outside of the box. Oh my God, like this is great. And then he kept going, and he got to a point where he got a bit of an addiction, and he kind of fell off, and he had to leave for a little while, and he came back, and he wasn't the same rapper, but he could still rap, if that makes sense. This song is like Inception. If you guys ever watched the movie Inception, this is what this song is. It's a parody of a parody that's doing a parody of another parody that's parodying. Hold on. Let me try it again. It's a parody that's another parody that's going to parody something else that is a parody. And we're just kind of lost in this whole shit, and everybody needs to just wake up. I don't like when M goes this route on his music. I think he's way too good of an MC to do this. I think he's better than this. I feel like Eminem just said, you know what? Give me a list of topics that are happening in pop culture. Let me put them in songs and see who I can make mad. Let me see if I can rap this shit with some other shit and make motherfuckers upset. And I hate to say it, but I don't like that Eminem. I don't like when Eminem does shit like that. Like, it's a gimmick that he's above. Like, Eminem is such an established MC now. Music like this or songs like this is like beneath him. To me, this is just my personal opinion. This kind of shit is beneath this nigga, bruh. Like, you don't have to do this type of fucking song anymore. You are certified. You have completely killed the game. Matter of fact, and I think I read this before I got on I recorded the fucking, started recording this. This was on Twitter. Hold on. I hate to do this, but I'm going to do this with y'all. Yeah. Eminem has the biggest streaming debut of his career on Spotify after Houdini received 7.8 million streams. This is according to chart data. Like, this is what y'all like from Eminem? For real? He produced this track. I hate the production on this shit. I don't like any of it. And the reason why I don't like it is because I've heard this nigga do better. Like, he's done better shit than this. I don't know who said, well, apparently I'm a part of the minority if he's had one of the biggest streaming debuts ever in his career. I hate this song. I wish he would have did something completely different because he's Eminem. Like, I don't know. This nigga confuses the fuck out of me some days because I know the type of MC he is and I know how this nigga raps. But this shit, prime example, everybody's going crazy over the Meg Thee Stallion line he has on this song. But if you're a person like me who's listened to damn near everything this nigga put out, that Eminem line is probably some of the lightest, softest shit he's ever done. Like, early Eminem would have said way worse. Y'all niggas is catching him in his, twilight. But like heyday, back in his heyday, Eminem, that shit would have been worse, way worse than what you guys are complaining about on social media. I just feel like he's better than this, and I can't get with the song, bro. Like, I think he's really just making music just to see how many people he can piss off. And that ain't the type of Eminem I want. You know what I'm saying? I hate to refer back to this, but I think a lot of the legacy acts that's in hip hop should do what Nas did. Nas found he's found like a whole next level with the shit he was doing with Hit Boy. And I feel like if Eminem really wanted to come out and do albums like that, I think he could do that shit. I think he could do it no problem. I think Eminem could come out and do a whole second career with doing shit like Nas did with Hit Boy. Because that shit was, y'all can say what y'all want to. There was some misses in that 6-album run. But this nigga Nas did a 6-album run with Hit Boy. And the shit just was, to me, that just showed me that you shouldn't put age on hip hop. Because that nigga came with some fire-ass albums. And I feel like Eminem could do the same thing. But this shit right here, I'm sorry, man. I'm not a part of the 7.8. Well, I am because I did stream it, but I just can't co-sign this shit. I think he's too good of a fucking MC to be dropping shit like this. Like, Eminem is way better than this and way much more in my eyes because of just seeing how he started and where he is and how he ended up and all the shit. I got to see all that shit. And just to hear him put out shit like this, it's just a no-go for me, man. Again, I just came to the song to count metaphors and entendres by it at this point. And I I can't co-sign this shit, and I'm not gonna return to the song. So last thing, I am listening. You know I got to get in my UK bag. I got to. I love my UK artists. K-Trap just dropped his first studio album, which is called Smile, and I really wanted to talk about it this episode, but I think I'll save it for probably next episode because I wanted to sit with this. Like, K-Trap is one of those artists that a lot of people from the UK talk about because of his mixtapes, and I'm one of those people that's late to the party, but I want to catch up. Now, I know about K-Trap from the collab album he did with Heady One called Strength to Strength, which I thought was a phenomenal album, had a lot of great features, and I think they both did their thing on that album. I want to sit with this K-Trap album. I've only listened to like the first 3 songs on there so far, but I want to listen to this K-Trap album because I want to see what everybody else is talking, like why everybody else in the UK likes him so much, because I think, you know, if he's rapping like anything off of that Strength to Strength album, this nigga is fire. So I'm probably going to talk about that in What's in Rotation on the next episode. But for all my people in the US, take some time out to go get into some of this UK rap, bro. Like, these niggas is really fire, man. And if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of UK collabs happening this year, which I've been trying to tell people. The UK hip hop scene is about to explode, and if you're not hip, you're gonna miss out. So for all of my people who's interested in listening to UK rap, try this K-Trap. This is his first studio album, and I think it's probably gonna be the banger. I'm gonna talk about it in the next episode.
The STEM Society.
Yeah. Because I'm out on love. You got me in pocket with this one. Sirs.
Yo, I see this shit clear as day. Every time I drop, got these men afraid. Many claim that they'll rain on that center stage.
The STEM Society.
To everybody who's already a part of the society, I want to just say thank you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being a part of the society. But for those people who are non-subscribers, which is a ton of y'all, I look at the analytics all the time. I'm trying to make money off this shit, and you niggas are fucking it up. But for everybody who's not a part of the society, look, guys, I appreciate the play, the like, the listen, the comments. I appreciate all that. It helps me break the algorithm chains all the time. You guys tend to love the shorts, but the long form content is not getting any love. You know how you can show me love, completely show me love, and support this independent content creator? You can join the BYK Radio YouTube channel. Become a member of the society. Become a subscriber. Join something that is growing every day. Be a part of something special. Be a part of the society. Plenty of room here for all of y'all. And I'm trying, hey, and you want to support me, don't you? I'm independent. I'm black. I'm independent. And I'm trying to make it on my own. And this shit is harder than I thought it was. But it's okay. We're growing every day. But be a part of something special. Be a part of the society. All right, so I got 2 news stories for you guys. Nothing major. I had to bring this first story to the show. So apparently 40 threatens this former DJ named Cipha Sounds over some Drake disrespects. 40 out here being a fucking gangster. Shit, somebody call the news. Cipha Sounds was speaking on his Juan EP is Life podcast with Peter Rosenberg. Apparently Cipha Sounds was a former Hot 97 DJ, and he revealed that he got a direct message from 40 calling him a bitch. Wow. And he said he was gonna smack him in his mouth. Damn, those damn Canadians. But if you haven't heard the clip, I'm gonna play it for you right here.
I'm in Toronto. I get a DM from 40. He said, how about I go to your city and play a song where someone calls you a pedophile? I'm like, okay. And he goes, I'm fucking giving you the gist because I lost the messages. Basically, I knew you never liked us. I knew you never liked us. You act nice, but you're really a bitch. It's on site. When I see you, look at you, you're laughing. When I see you, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth.
Smack you in the mouth. He goes, I know you never liked us, which is the craziest to me. I understand the violence, but I know you never liked us. How? Why? Why you think that?
How did you
I'm
know that? Why did you...
only supportive and play everything you put out. What are you talking about?
But okay, sure.
It's on site. There was more. Fuck. It was just like
there's a major part you're forgetting.
What?
What about the out of the blue Free Palestine?
Oh yeah, Free Palestine. I don't know what that meant. It was just in the middle with the Palestinian flag.
We don't know. What the
Is
flag?
it because he's...
Well, if you're gonna threaten a man, at least be socially conscious when you do it. This is crazy. Let me just say this. Why is 40 threatening people? I mean, I get the gist of it. You know, hey, this is the pedophile song. You can't be playing that here in Toronto, so on and so forth. But he said he was going to smack that nigga, bro. I didn't even know 40 had it in him. I thought he would probably get, like, the bodyguards to do it. This is crazy. After that clip got on the internet and went crazy, Cipha Sounds then denied spinning Not Like Us. He claimed the whole thing was a misunderstanding. He kind of said, yo, this is not really what happened. If you haven't seen the clip, fuck it. I got that clip too. Right here. Here it is.
Hi, my name is Cipha Sounds, and apparently I'm involved in some crazy internet controversy right now. So I'm going to clear things up. First and foremost, there's a bunch of blog headlines and Instagram posts saying that OVO 40 threatened me because I played Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, in Toronto. Not true whatsoever. So here's the deal. First of all, I've been going to Toronto since 1998. It's my second home. I got so many friends there, so much family. I love the city. I would never, I don't know if you know me. You don't know me. People that know me know I am not no fucking fuckface idiot that would go to Toronto and play Not Like Us. That is a stupid thing to do. I hate all this beef shit. I hate controversy. I hate smoke. I hate drama. I hate that those two are beefing with each other. It's nasty for the culture. It's negative and it's detrimental. Here's the thing about me though. Here's what happened. I did some shows with Dave Chappelle in Toronto 2 weeks ago, and some pictures of those shows went up. This kid that's now helping me with my social media, brand new, just hired him, put up the pictures from that show and put the Kendrick Lamar song underneath. And I was like, uh-oh, whoa, don't do that, craziness. Called him, said, hey, that's a dumb move, take it down. He was like, I thought it'd be funny. It wasn't, take it down. Took it down immediately, pictures are back up, had a great time in Toronto. Now here's the deal, OVO 40, why am I calling him OVO 40? 40 was mad at me. I'm hoping that man to man, we can still have this conversation. I told the story on my podcast because I was hurt about what happened. Hopefully we could talk it out. I want no smoke, I want no drama. Love the guy, I'm a big fan. Again, I would never be disrespectful. And I did not play the song in Toronto. I wasn't even DJing. I was doing stand-up comedy. And hopefully the blogs put all this stuff up to clear it up. Bye.
Lord Jesus. Lord G, they'll be trying to take everything I got, man.
Did that nigga just moonwalk? I don't know. Did he just moonwalk? Like, I need to understand why I don't know if this is he trying to, okay, all right. My whole thing is this. I guess he's really trying to keep his relationship with Drake and 40 but he don't even DJ no more. The story says he's a former DJ for Hot 97. Well, I guess since he's just a regular DJ now, he still needs to get work. This is weird and it's strange. And I don't like the fact that he just moonwalked over what he just said here recently. Now, I know Peter Rosenberg would fucking most definitely say, fuck that motherfucker. And I think there's a clip of Rosenberg talking about how Kendrick Lamar treats currently treats everybody or treats him and all the other people, even though they haven't spoken in a while. So I know Rosenberg's going to jump out the window with this shit. Look, man, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why he sat up there and did his complete 180 and turned around his story. I don't know if is he scared? Like, a lot of shit. Okay, let me be honest with y'all. 40 did that shit. Now, whichever story you want to believe, which the story of him playing the song in Toronto or the story of him making a post and blaming his social media manager or some kid who basically is just like, yo, this is a popular song. It's going to being an independent content creator, you learn that that's something that they push as far as like they tell you when it comes to social media, whatever the hot song is, you play it or you put it on your post and that gives it a lot more numbers. Him being a social media manager, he made that decision because it was just like, we're going to get this shit moving because it's the hot song. But now it's a no-no. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, I think him scapegoating the social media manager is a bunch of bullshit. I think if it's really a story out there where 40, like, if 40 threatened him, just say he threatened me. Fuck it. And I know he's blaming the blogs, but you said it. Here's the thing that's fucking me up too. You're blaming the blogs about this story, but you said it on your podcast, bro. Like, you put it out there for everybody to know this shit. You sat with Rosenberg to talk about this shit. Now it's a whole mess and the beef shit and he hates it and all this other shit. But if the man threatened you, what's wrong with telling your side of the story? Clearly 40 has to tell his side also. You send him here moonwalking like that shit ain't... it's not you're acting like it's not a threat, but if the nigga threatened to smack you and called you a bitch, I'm pretty sure this nigga is threatening you. Now... here goes my conspiracy theory brain. Yes, this is just a theory, but I feel like he doubled back on what he was doing because Drake already has so much bad press. This does not, if that really happened, the original story that he told, if it really happened like that, that's just more bad press for Drake. Now, I know I've been on this Drake rant about bad press and people trying to destroy Drake's career, but... the only reason why I think he did this quick turnaround and he said this is not the case, and this is just my opinion and my theory, but I feel like he was told, like, yo, man, we don't want to give Drake any more bad press. He's already going through with a lot of this other shit. And if that's the case, man, like, just stand on that. I don't get it. It seems really fishy. It sounds like some fishy shit is going on, but, you know, who am I? Who am I? You get what I'm saying? But don't y'all feel like some of this shit just seems strange and weird and it's just on some other type shit? Like, I just don't think that... I don't feel like if he wasn't told, hey, like, you need to double back or you need to apologize, you need to figure this shit out, he wouldn't have did that. Like, if the original story was what the original story is, I think he should have stood on it and he should have went forward with what happened. But I think Drake probably got some people out there that's just like, you're going to have to switch that up, bro. Because Drake can't. Because anything, if 40 did something like this, it's just going to look bad for Drake and it's just more bad press for him. And I think Drake has an album that's about to drop. Like, I think he's coming out with something this summer. So, Cipha Sounds, I feel you, bro. You hate the beef shit. You don't want to be a part of it. I know it's terrible. Oh, I can't. These two beefing. This is just making it bad for everybody. Blah, 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 wham, whatever, nigga. Y'all niggas need to figure this shit out. Let me say one more thing, too, that I have to address this because I'm tired of this shit and it's already getting out of hand. Can we stop trying to get Kendrick and Drake to do a fucking album or song together? Let that shit fucking go. The last thing we need is another Black Republicans. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, Nas. But that Black Republican song was horrible. Matter of fact, I don't think Jay and Nas have done a good song together. I have to go back and listen. But T.I. was like, man, they need to do an album together. And now Untitled Chapter, like, they need to do a song together. No, fuck that. Clearly, there's some weird shit that's going on that Kendrick don't fuck with Drake. And he probably is not going to do any music with this nigga anytime soon. And I'm okay with that. But these niggas keep pushing the issue like, man, I just want these two to just make some music together. Fuck that. We got what we got from them already. If one of these niggas is not feeling the other nigga, let's not try to force this shit, man. Y'all niggas really want this Game 50 Cent bullshit that happened back in the day. Go look it up, kids. They had a whole little meeting together with 50 and Game when they were beefing, and it just sucked, and it was fake as hell. And y'all want that fake shit so bad. If these niggas don't want to fuck with each other, why are we pushing the issue? Why is it supposed to be something that you guys want to see? I want to see it happen, man, an album, or they need to go on tour together. They need to make a song. Fuck that bullshit. Y'all niggas is fake and phony when y'all say that shit. Y'all want to be the catalyst behind that shit happening. Man, well, you know, I said back in 2024, man, I said this shit, man, right after the beef. So you know how that is, but sometimes, you know, fuck that. I want these niggas to stay separate from each other. I don't think those careers should mingle with each other ever again because they are on two different paths and they're two different type of artists now. We can't go back to Poetic Justice days or fucking Problem days. We can't go back to those days anymore. We're here. We're right where we need to be. And I'm telling you, if these niggas did make a song together, it's going to sound like Black Republicans. Kids, if you haven't listened to Jay-Z and Nas' Black Republicans, do yourself a favor, listen to it, and never play it again. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. But I don't want any parts of this shit. I don't want that shit to ever happen again. Let these niggas stay enemies, or let these niggas just stay non-friends. I don't know what to say. I don't know the PC version of saying enemies, because a lot of people are like, that's hate speech. Fucking bullshit. Fuck that shit, man. Let these niggas stay separated from each other. So finally, Rolling Stone did this article called The History of Violence with Diddy. And they go in depth they start from him being in college, his early college days, and they kind of go through his internship at Uptown, and they kind of bring everything up until now. Very lengthy article, and it's very telling. I mean, they really go in depth. Here's something that I pulled from it that I thought was interesting too. This is what they say. They said, over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Check this out. Out of 300 plus people contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences. Fuck. Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their stories. Rolling Stone does not pay for interviews. Many declined to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs, saying, here's a quote from a former employee, "I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me." Now, once I started reading this article, there are some accusations out here that they make in that article that's out there. Now, it is documented, but there's a lot of people in that story that decline to tell their side of it. They basically just say there's certain things that happen. They name people. They said, we asked this person for a statement. They declined. It's a lot of that happening in that article. But there's so much stuff in there that I just did not know. Like, it's a lot of shit that's in there that I did not know about Diddy, that I didn't know that this nigga was on that type of time. It very much villainizes him. Not to say that he's a saint, but this investigation or article or whatever it is, I guess it's an investigation via Rolling Stone, it's a lot of damning. It's damaging his name even more than what it is after that video. Like, they go really in depth and they tell a lot of shit on there. And I can understand why a lot of people denied or declined to put their name out there or put their name on what's being said, because the accusations are so horrific and so terrible that I wouldn't want this nigga to try to get back at me either. And they do get into this type of shit that he was doing to get back at people. Like, it's bad. Now, here's something else that's interesting that I found during reading this as well, which they bring this up. Now, they said as part of this investigation, Rolling Stone sent Combs a detailed list of questions about the new and pending allegations. He did not specifically address any of them. Quote, here's a quote. Mr. Combs cannot comment on settled litigation, will not comment on pending litigation, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how reliable this is. We are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any important issues that will be addressed in the proper form where the rules distinguish facts from fiction. So I thought that was pretty surprising too, that they did ask him about a lot of the things or what's going on with some of the stuff that's he's been accused of. Now it makes sense that Diddy's not gonna he ain't finna talk to that shit. That statement was through his lawyer, Jonathan Davis. Now it makes sense that he's not gonna sit up here and talk about that shit. It's too much going on. But the things that they talk about are the things that they say that this man has done. And I've only read a few of those things, just me being inquisitive and just going down a rabbit hole. But the shit that they get into is fucking horrible. And it's more than just abuse. There is some sexual assault shit. It's a lot of sexual assault shit that's going on. And a lot of these people are coming forward. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to continue to say this. I don't think I've ever seen I've never in real time watched somebody this big or this big of a celebrity fall so fast. Like, if it's really going to be a situation where he's going to have to go to court and possibly get jail time, he's got a lot of damning information. But on the flip side of that, once you read this article and the way he gets out of a lot of these situations, Diddy has a lot of influence and he has a lot of power. Like, you wouldn't believe some of the ways, and I'm purposely not trying to tell y'all the stuff that's in this article because, one, YouTube probably not gonna fuck with me if I do that. Like, they probably gonna, I don't want to get strikes against me because it's a lot of horrific shit. And two, I don't want to ruin the article for you. I would much rather for y'all to read it for yourself and have your own thoughts about it. But Diddy is a very powerful dude. Like, he's very powerful. Like, this nigga has so much fucking influence. It's ridiculous. The way he got out of a lot of these situations. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I really feel like if this shit goes down, he's snitching on everybody. Because some of the names that he's entangled with a lot of the stuff that's happening in his career, he telling. He gonna tell on these niggas. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the power and influence that this man has and he's had throughout the years, and the way that he's been able to dig himself out of these holes and the way he's been able to dig himself out of all of these situations is, not to glorify, but it's amazing how he got out of a lot of this shit. It's fucking unbelievable. And he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. And two, I really hope he gets what's coming to him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Because I think that and this is my personal opinion, not by anybody else's, but I really do think if he does get charged, he ain't not going to do all the years, and he might not even have to do, like, he's not going to any type of facility that's going to harm him. And I got that just from reading this this investigation. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and I would like for you guys to read it for yourself because it's a really good read. It's very informative about some of the shit that he's really been doing. And it's very telling how people are afraid of this nigga. Like, people are scared. If you've been in the music business for a certain amount of time and you had an interaction with him, it makes a whole lot more sense why people are afraid to talk about this topic about him. He's powerful. He has a lot of control over a lot of people. And I think there are a lot of people who might go down by association alone with this dude. It's that deep. So take time out. Let me see. It's called The History Diddy, A History of Violence. Go check it out. I'll make sure I put the link in the description. Go read it for yourself and let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the art. I keep calling it an article. It's an investigation. Article, investigation, that shit all the same to me. I went to public school, but let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know if you feel like I have a point with what I'm saying as far as like the power and influence and how he got past a lot of this shit. And just tell me how you feel about the investigation in the comments. I really want to engage with y'all and talk to y'all about this shit. Well, that is my time. You got me for what? About 50 minutes. I gave you all I got this episode. I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. I thank everybody who's a part of the society. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm probably going to give you guys an announcement on the next episode about how some of the things are going to be changing on the show. I can't wait to tell you. I'm super excited about it. But thank you guys for joining me for another episode of the STEM Society, and I'll catch you guys next week. No, I'll catch you guys next episode. I keep getting that shit fucked up. I'll catch you guys next episode. Peace out.
20 bad days on me, only time I've been a dub. Underground king, rock this rolling crown drenched in blood. Bigger than them shrimps, stacking, it's the socket, not the plug. Call it diapers, I was spooked, I keep throwing up. Having paid, become a real hate and fake love. Even knowing that I still ain't never.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.